trees he'll never sit under. He plants them for the age that comes after him. That's exactly what the founders did. They planted something not one of them lived long enough to see grow. And this 4th of July, 250 years later, we're the ones sitting in the shade of it. The least we can do to pay them back is to remember what they planted it in. Not power, not paper. They planted it in the conviction that our own rights.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
No king and no bond put them away, and that a free people only stands free as long as it stays good. You lose that, and the tree doesn't care how old it is. The tree's coming down. So if this is the kind of history you want more of, the parts that they quietly stopped teaching some time ago, go to chuckholton.com and become a supporter. You get early access and you get bonus material and a monthly call with me. That's what keeps this whole operation running, and this is how we keep telling the stories that you want to hear. So happy Independence Day. God bless this 250-year-old republic, and God bless the men who planted it and never got to see it grow. We'll see you next time.
Graham Plattner blamed women for getting raped. Mr. Plattner blamed the rapists, not the women. And Plattner used an app that's called a predator's paradise for child exploitation.
Alexa, play. Oh, I get plugged her in
Disgusting,
this morning.
gross, and
No, she's not plugged in. Yeah. I know. This morning he said he didn't sleep very well last night. And I said, how come? He says no special reason. He says he doesn't know why he doesn't sleep good. Yeah. I've tried to, you know what, I gave up years ago with that because they just get angry. As you can see, I mean, I still do try every once in a while, just like with the situation with my younger 2 children over there that have been fucked and tortured for years, to even say it. Why even try, right? Because as you can see, it's just something else that gets them angry. Well, I mean, trying to one person might look different to another. It's like, hey, why don't you try to get up that mountain? You know, we do this all the time. It's a really easy exercise. Why don't you try to make a layup? Did you even try? No, I just knew not to even bother because I have no arms. So, I don't know. If you were an aware person, then you might have seen that and feel pretty stupid for even saying or asking me that. Right, I mean, sometimes you don't see the, you don't see the broken arm all the time, do you? Maybe it's covered up. Maybe the broken piece is on the inside. I know, they do these classes all the time for basic human understanding in it. I don't know, it seems like some popular people got upset about stickers and gay guys. When you really start to look at it and what went on and what was dictating a lot of the decisions being made within our state departments and stuff, fearing the non-vaxxers, it's so sick and disgusting, and people know it, and it's yet to be discussed. On the public airways, anyways, when we see how they avoid it, that's scary. That's like, wow, those people are fucking sick. They can't even talk about it. Right, and then when you try to question them about that, or like people that might know them, even tell them, dude, you might want to start addressing that. People are going to think, we have freedom of speech here, what are you doing? Right, and then when people try to call that out, instead of addressing it, they get everybody else going about, they're trying to take your freedom of speech. And they get all the retards going. Yeah, it's so old. It's so old and stupid to a lot of us. I hope so. I really hope they address that here soon. Yeah, so he said he didn't sleep good. And I asked him if he does any stretches or exercises during the day. You know, sad every once in a while he grabs those weights to try to show how much he can lift. Oh yeah, my dad gave him these big heavy weights and he'll tell, lift those up, lift them up. He doesn't teach him any stretching, how to be careful, protect his back. No, it seems like he does everything that shows him how to hurt himself and thinks it's funny for some reason. Toughen him up, huh? Yeah, I think their way of thinking, it's not. We're not being mean. They know exactly what the fuck we're doing, and we're not being mean to their old-fashioned, immature minds, okay? They know exactly what the fuck they're doing. They're protecting sluts and druggies and child molesters like they always have, and they don't want to acknowledge it. It's fucking sick, disgusting, and gross, and the state workers and the nasty sluts and druggies and my siblings that have been working with the people who they know, on the inside or outside or both, neither. Is there even a circle? Right, these people are so fucked, dude, for real. So hopefully the proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine do what they're supposed to do to help these children that have been fucked and tortured for years. Yeah, so anyways, I know I was showing him, and he liked it too. I was showing him the arm circles. I was like, can you do these? I was like, no, not everybody can do 10, but can you do 10? And he did 10 big circles. And then I said, sometimes then we go the other way. And he was like, oh yeah, the other way. We were doing rainbows, and then we did small circles, because, you know, he has a habit of not fully extending, yeah. So I was trying to show him, now try to reach towards the wall, fully extend, and then do the small circles. He did it. He did a really good job. And he was laughing, and he thought it was funny. And I said, one of my favorites is the alligator, which is a great one, too, to get into those muscles and tissues in the back to help with chemical regulation, which helps with our energy throughout the day and our sleep at night. Maybe not for you, but it's been proven, and many other people agree. I think anyone that disagrees with that hasn't really tried it or put any effort forth. You know, they kind of do it like half-ass. Oh, it doesn't work. They just want to pop their pills and numb themselves up for some reason. It's like, you're not numb enough? Fucking nothing is getting through, dude. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah, we're concerned about the children and the hostages. It seems like everybody always wants to focus on individuals and their mental illnesses and unification and separation and coddling people's childish beliefs and getting people to respect each other. Okay, so no, that's what we need in the public school systems, okay, you fucking stupid pieces of shit. Okay, where I come from, protecting child molesters and people who abuse people and commit fraud and take advantage of our systems and vulnerable people are fucking sick, nasty motherfucking pieces of shit. And it's not disrespectful to tell them that. In fact, it's highly respected. I'm just letting you know where I'm coming from. Okay? In fact, you know, we cheer that on, right? If people were to just ignore it and protect them, now you're a sick motherfucking piece of shit too, and you're a stupid, ignorant idiot. I know. Who's being disrespectful? I would say the children being fucked and tortured and that being ignored is disrespectful. I would say you fucking sick state workers protecting people's childish beliefs with ghosts and aliens and vaccines is fucking scary and mentally ill. And you all need help, you pill-popping, nasty, alcoholic motherfucking pieces of shit. I could care less. You pop your pills and drink your alcohol. Nothing's wrong with that. It doesn't make you a bad person. My opinion doesn't even matter. Whether or not I think you're a good or bad person, does that change anything? Whether or not you think I'm a good or a bad person, when does it change anything? Right. I mean, as you can see, that's why we try to protect people in the systems, in the lower class, you know, the poor people that get taken advantage of by these psychotic, entitled fucking state workers that like to work with rich boys and girls who come in. Remember back, these fucking punks that have been fucking torturing my children. Right, they would make jokes about making sure they keep Hot Pockets and whoopie pies on hand for the chubby state workers. Right, and we can point them out to you, and the ones that are trying to act like they fucking own the place. Yeah, remember that? The state workers doing that around here? I can name them for you if you want. Good morning.
Morning.
Did you just wake up too?
Yeah.
Jamie did too. You sleep good?
A little.
What time did you go to bed? I was up till, I think, 10? Yeah, because I thought you were already in bed. I was up till after 11. Actually, I think it was after 12. I went to bed. So you got 8 hours. Cookies. Cookies. Those are good, yeah?
Reminds me of that one scene from Elf. I love syrup. When he kept pouring the syrup all over his, what was he eating, the spaghetti?
Elf. I want to watch that.
Buddy the Elf.
Oh, I was thinking of Elf, the old TV show. You were thinking of the movie.
I was
Elf.
thinking of the movie, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of ALF, the old show with the alien.
No. No, I was talking about
Buddy the Elf.
Yeah, Buddy the Elf.
Yes.
I love syrup. He was eating the spaghetti and he was pouring syrup all over it.
Okay, I know what you mean now. I want to watch both of those things now. Those would be good ones to watch. Have you ever seen the show Elf? The old one? No, you haven't seen that.
I've only seen Elf, like Buddy the Elf.
We should watch that sometime. We should watch them both. Do you want anything with your cookies?
Maybe later.
You want a drink or nothing?
I've just woken up.
Okay. Enjoy the cookies. 1, 2, 3. No, see, when I flashed the book, 3 people in class, yeah, checked Bible reading. Because, see, there'll be like 5 boxes with a check mark. And whether you're watching or not, it doesn't matter. And then if I flash something and they check the box, the others can't see them checking the box. You know, they can't see their answers. But I can see them. And I can go, oh, 1, 2, 3, just check the Bible box. So that means there are 3 watching and paying attention. If nobody checks the box, I don't bother doing a Bible read. Unless one of them in the other class and the moderators, or one of you guys, sometimes they make requests too, but... Right, well, as you can see, when you're talking to rooms full of people, different chat rooms, and there's a lot of questions, I mean, when you're rambling on, yeah, you're going to be talking in 3rd, 4th, and 5th tongues, yeah? A lot of different code talk, specific and unique to some people, maybe. Yeah, I mean, to communicate with just a couple people in a chat room of thousands. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's the whole purpose to even do the channel, is just to talk to those few people. Yeah, everything else is just fluff. I mean, I'm sure they really like guitars or whatever they're talking about. But sometimes... Yeah, I mean, you try to make it things you enjoy doing and talking about, so it's kind of whistling while you work. I mean, and thank goodness you have the flexibility to be able to do that, yeah? Well, it's what we do. Yeah. It's what we've done for years. Page 1072. Chapter 8, Ministry and Mission in Galilee, the cleansing of a leper. When Jesus came down from the mountain, great crowds followed him. And then a leper approached, did him homage, and said, "Lord, if you wish, you can make me clean." He stretched out his hand, touched him, and said, "I will do it. Be made clean." His leprosy was cleansed immediately. Then Jesus said to him, "See that you tell no one, but go show yourself to the priest and offer the gift that Moses prescribed. That will be proof for them." Yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, when we were doing the alligator, and then I was like, now we gotta climb up a mountain. Oh, we were running in place. I was like, now we gotta speed run. And then I was like, now we gotta climb a mountain. And you start lifting your legs like you're climbing a mountain or a cliff. Like you're having a hard time getting up a hill. He thought that was funny, and he started laughing. And he said I reminded him of Cliffhanger from, oh man, now I can't remember the name of the show. That's going to annoy me. What did he say? Cliffhanger from, oh man, I'm going to have to go ask him because it's going to drive me nuts. Cliffhanger from, knock, 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 Jamie. What was the name of that show you said Cliffhanger was from? Cliffhanger?
From Between the Lions.
From Between the Lions, got it.
That's why he's called Cliffhanger. Yeah, hold on much longer.
I'm gonna look it up. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'm gonna check it out. All right, sorry for interrupting. I didn't know you laid back down.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, gonna let you get some rest. I can't hold on much longer. Cliffhanger from Between the Lions. I know, he was laughing and he's like, "You remind me of Cliffhanger." And he loves that stuff so much whenever I can kind of get a few minutes with him. I know, and he's scared to have my dad see us interacting. Yeah, oh, Papa's coming. Like, he doesn't even want to see him talking to me. And when you hear what he's been saying to him over the years, how he feeds him extra hot dogs. Yeah, plays a lot of these games. And when you see who they're protecting and what they've been doing, this is so fucking sick and scary and disturbing. We could care less. We don't care. We get along with people just fine. We're not concerned about them. He ain't even a fucking fish. We're concerned about the sick fucks next door with our children, dude. Do you understand that? All right. These people don't. They're mentally ill fucks, and the state workers, my siblings, and nasty fucking druggies have always taken advantage of their stupid beliefs and addictions. Facts. Right, Mr. Jones? They know that. These people are fucking gone, right? Right, so when you understand that, what's been going on here, and people tried to prevent a lot of these games and salespeople and marketers from doing what they were doing, really didn't have a choice, huh? I mean, with the mandates they were making and the state workers, get the Karens, non-vaxxers, bullies, they could have said something, but it was just too juicy, right? Get your popcorn, this is going to be good. Right? Let them teach them a lesson. Right? They'll fucking tell them how it is, because, right, they couldn't. We've been doing this our whole lives. That's why we go back to these examples in the early 2000s and the same concerns with the SSRIs and how they were ignoring it and what some of the psychotic workers were saying and doing behind the scenes. Yeah, you know what? When professionals are arguing as to whether or not some fucking psychotic, traumatized person that murdered their children was hearing the voice of God or the devil. I mean, you're in a world of what the fuck. No, left or right. No. Up or down? Anything? Insane. Yeah, absolutely insane. So when you understand just the level of awareness here, I know many people don't seem to see any of that. They're just a numbers business person. Lock them up, medicate them. We need to get people medicated and stable. Medicated and stable. Dude, they're fucked. They're so fucked. You're sick, gross people, and it needs to be educated about as to how dangerous the vaccines and SSRIs are. How horrible it is. I think they knew, too, it was one way to kill it because it was getting worse, right? With a lot of things. So they were thinking that by doing that, it would wake other people up to say something. Right, I mean, they start medicating them 6, 7 years old, right, when it's already been discovered. Yeah, to give a child that kind of chemical, powerful chemicals like that, it totally messes up your biological clock, sets you up for a lifetime of pain and suffering. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the opposite. Maybe it might make them stronger if they can recover and come off of those things. And they can be a testament and a story. And help with prevention. They're sick fucking people, dude. They're sick. Right, Mr. Holton? They're sick fucking people. And they need help. Right, Mr. Wilcock? Yeah, no, and remember back, too, when they were trying to educate people about those things and, like, the biofeedback, temperature regulation, breathing. Yeah, I mean, what's the whole purpose of this? Not to force anybody to do that, right? Yoga. Right, and then all the yoga classes got popular. Like, these people are fucking stupid. Can we get the education into the systems? What education? Back to square one, huh? Okay, so why do we get inflammation, built up fluids, tumors? Right, how do you prevent that? Really easy, huh? Stretches. I mean, you don't have to be a freaking acrobat or a yoga professional. You don't even have to be able to stretch much. You just go as far as you can. When do you feel it start to get tight? Hold it and breathe. Strong core. It's not that hard. Some people can't do it. They just don't have the capability of doing it. They don't want to. Leave them alone. You're not going to force them to do something because they don't want to do. Well, I wasn't trying to force you to do that. I'm just explaining something. Right, so when doing these things helps to prevent the chemical buildup. It helps with our blood circulation. It helps us to have better energy and sleep better. Right, regulation. If you're constantly sitting on your pumps or cutting off the circulation, right, you might have some issues. Your circulation isn't going to be as good. Are you craving anything? Does it feel like it needs something? I'm having a coffee. What are you doing? All I need is your love and affection. You're all I got to get me by. Your heart's inspiration. You're all I've got to get me by. You're my soul and my heart inspiration. Without you, baby, what good am I? Yeah, that's cool. I don't know, should we shut down the schools? Should we shut down the schools again? I don't know, should we vaccinate them? Do we need to shoot them up? And maybe they need to be shot up again. I know, well, back in 2008 and 9, when a lot of them were messing with the hags and putting the fear propaganda into them about the non-vaxxers, remember they were making jokes too? Yeah, about how people just didn't love themselves enough. Do you know how to love yourself? Can you make yourself feel good? I know, speaking of chemical regulation, right, no, when you understand actually the discussions that were going on behind the scenes, what was motivating factors and what was being ignored, and how absolutely irate many people were, and then that became something for them to profit from and laugh about, was people being angry at what they were doing. And when you have good people that were being killed and targeted and they think it's some kind of joke, like, yeah, like they're winning or something because good people are getting upset and targeted and killed. That means they're winning. They're getting the snitches. They're getting the snitches? Okay. Yeah, you know what? Proper authorities around here need to wake the fuck up, and they need to help these kids. These are hostages. They've already been fucked and tortured for years. It's already been fed out to the investigative teams. It's already proven. You can't deny it. It's how we got a lot of your attention, actually. Doggy lovers, 2016. I know, when you see how much they love the animals and it gets the attention of some pretty big popular people, it's hard to lay off, huh? What were their shoes made out of? I came in like a wrecking ball. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, something moved. Something moved. Something broke. Something's blue. Aw, isn't that cute? Anyways, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. 5th of July, 2026. 5th day of July. 5th day of July. 5th day of July. 5 syllables. July 5th. 3 syllables. I mean, cutting corners can really turn things around. I mean, you can call it half-assed backwards. I call it turning things around. Maybe you didn't want them turned around. Well, somebody else did. Then they had more money than you. So, sorry. That's how it works. That's how it works. I know it's a bitch, ain't it? It's a fucking bitch, ain't it? That ain't right, is it? I know, especially when it hurts you innocent, hard-working people, huh? That's not fair. Well, that's what you've been doing to other people. Maybe you didn't see it that way. You can't just give handouts, right? Nah, you can't just be giving handouts. You gotta work hard for your money. Dude, it's fucked up, especially when they're allowing these children to be medicated at such young ages by psychotic fucking people. They make it worse, I'm telling you. In the 90s, it was bad, them trying to get their Ritalin, and they'd poke at the kids and make them more angry and pissed off so they could call the doctor and be like, up their dose. I think the doctors caught on to that. It didn't take long. Pretty small town. Yeah, they were calling it poor man's coke. The Ritalin, they were selling it, smoking it, and snorting it. Poor man's coke. So how were they getting it? It was being prescribed to children with ADHD. Huh. I know. And where are those kids now? Oh, whoa. I don't know. I think some of them are dead. Some went to jail. Where are the other ones? Remember in junior high when they were getting pissed off that, right, they didn't, some of the Jehovah's Witnesses kids, their parents were complaining it's not fair, you know, they have to do stupid Santa Claus pictures and stuff. How about a yarmulke? We did it. Okay, we added a yarmulke. You fucking happy now? No, it wasn't good enough for them. I don't remember all of the Jehovah's Witnesses. It's not like there was that many, right? It's not like there was that many. Dude, people have already connected the dots. They did long ago, and when you see how some of the people from that town way overstep their grounds as well, just thinking because you're part of a drug family that you're open on the market to put in a snuff film, or hang from a tree. You'll get respect because you're getting rid of the mouthy kids. I know, we've seen that happen in some of these other communities and where they're actually teaming up with some of the people. I can name you some specific cases, and it's pretty bad, isn't it? Right. Which one? Oh, the one with a 17-year-old kid. Was he 17 or 18 yet? Got hung by the fucking trooper in his ride-along. Yeah, they hung that kid. They killed that boy. Got away with it, right, in broad daylight. Good example. You know what, you could try to convince me otherwise, but we've seen the footage. We've heard the testimonials, and you're not going to convince us otherwise, really. I don't think so. I would be hard to. We've seen the footage. Yeah, they killed that boy. They hung him from a tree, and they thought that they would get away with it and probably praised, right? Because it was him and his friends were on the four-wheelers. Right, you know, kids think they're going to own this town, tromping around on their four-wheelers, making noises. They weren't bothering anybody. It seemed like a lot of the town folks were pretty disturbed and questioning the footage themselves. How horrible. I can't, it makes my heart goes into my stomach when I think about those poor parents. Even the other townspeople, very disturbing. And that gentleman that saw him running through the yard, they won't even acknowledge. It's like they don't really respond to it. They don't have too much to say. Right, and the body camera being shut off. You almost see that right along. Do you see a motion to him to shut it off? Yeah. He plays all innocent in the courtroom. Looks like a nice, young, sweet boy. Well-rounded. Wants to help protect the community. How dare you accuse them of such things? I'm not accusing them of anything. I'm just saying what we saw and what a lot of other people saw in our questioning. You see him motion for the trooper to shut his fucking body camera off. And then it goes off for over an hour and the kid ends up hung in a tree. And another citizen saw the fucking trooper chasing him through their yard at that time. Yeah, and they act like, nope, didn't happen. I know, like, you can tell too, right? You can use your common sense. Right, because when they found his four-wheeler, where he had left it in the woods, and they're looking at the four-wheeler and watch the footage, and the ride-along goes over and you see him motion to the trooper to shut his camera off, and he does right after that. And then boom, about an hour later, gets turned back on and the trooper's wearing black gloves. He wasn't wearing black gloves before. Doesn't really say too much. They don't have much of an excuse or justification. And we've seen these situations before where they think that it's okay, and they get away with it all the time. Then they get praised, right? Getting rid of the problems, mouthy kids, right? I know, it's always been so sick to us. It's like, what's the matter? You ain't tough enough or smart enough to go after the adult criminals? The real dangerous ones? No, you're a pussy-ass fucking bitch. Chase a fucking 17-year-old kid through the woods and hang him. The fuck? The fuck? I know, right? What are you gonna do? Right, so anyways, we're here in Augusta, Maine, and I have 4 children here. My youngest 2 are in the hands of sick, murderous pedophiles being protected by people throughout the State Department, even law enforcement that get fed the child and animal abuse and think they're protecting things when they're really protecting sick fucking pedophiles and murderers. Yeah, you all need to wake the fuck up. Governor Hill Mansion, name's Mary. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions as to how we can get the folks to report the facts around here. That's our aim. That's our aim, you know? Yeah, for real. What would be justice? What would be justice? Eye for an eye? No, the awareness, bringing awareness as to how those things happen. Well, it could get worse if people don't acknowledge it, you know? It has in some areas. Right, so the awareness and education. Yeah, when so many adults, you know, remember back when they were trying to get the kind of education into the public school systems, healthcare, the security surveillance. Dude, the way they flipped out is fucking scary. Yeah, and then when you have these business slugs and people coddling their childish beliefs about non-vaxxers. What they did with our children is disgusting and disturbing, and they vaccinated them behind our back in 2013. Dr. Baker went through a family practice. Yeah, they vaccinated them behind our back. Yeah, they did. Yeah. I know that sick fuck said it was okay. So, yeah, all cut and dry. Yeah, there's no legalities here. We're not trying to get anybody smacked on the wrist or sued. We're trying to bring awareness and understanding and help hostages, young children that have been fucked and tortured for years while you fucking sick, nasty, immature pukes, entitled pieces of shit. Yeah, you're hardworking. You're hardworking at being a fucking cunt and a stupid piece of shit. That's what you're good at. That's what you're good at. You work hard at it. You really work hard at being an antagonistic, patronistic piece of fucking shit. Patronizing. What did I say? Patronistic? You're laughing at me. Patronistic. Yeah, they do. They really work hard at being lying pieces of patronizing, antagonistic bullshit. They're not even fucking, that's offensive to a bull. They're not even bullshit. You know what? You're shit. You're just shit. You're like the shit, the sludge. You know when you go to a dumpster and you smell that smell? You know, the big dumps and you just smell that garbage? You know, that sludge and the juice that drips out from everybody's fucking garbage? It's like the sludge. Yeah, you're that. That's you. That's what you are. Doesn't change much, does it? I know I can say stuff all day long. When does it really affect anybody? Who said what? Oh, put it on a headline. Put it on a fucking headline and watch their heads spin. Yeah, so do you have any other questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions as to how we can get the folks here to help these children and hostages? Because obviously we're dealing with people who have big mental illnesses. We tried explaining to them the child and animal abuse and pornography being fed out. Nobody wanted to pay attention. They wanted to carry on with their drug investigations and the targeting and whatever else. And that's all been being watched very closely by a lot of people. And they're using this all around the world in different training programs to show people how the punks get away with it, how they target certain people. Yeah, it's being used in training classes all around the world. How the people in those areas are usually criminals or so fucking stupid with their childish beliefs. That's how they get them. Yeah, and when you look back here at the series of events that went on with people selling jewelries and vacuums and vitamins and psychic networks and all that stuff here, we're witnessing all this, right? And remember when we were doing the biofeedback, dialectic behavioral therapy, that would have been between 2007 and 10, right? All the other stuff we were doing too. I mean, how do we get dabbled in the rainbow vacuums and Market America and all this other stuff too while we're going through Lyme treatment and working with all these doctors and doing dialectic behavioral therapy at the Halifax Center and seeing biofeedback specialists and Lyme disease specialists. And I mean, we were seeing quite a few specialists on and off the books and on and offline. When I look in the mirror, I see one of the best experts I know. And I know that for a fact. I've talked with a lot of good experts and professionals from around the world, and I know my awareness and how smart I am and my capabilities. You too. You're an incredible human being. You know, nobody's better than anybody else. I mean, are you better than him at playing Crazy 8? You're a better Crazy 8 player? Okay, fair enough. I mean, you guys would know. You've played Crazy 8 together, and the other one's like, yep, they're way better than I am. They kick my ass at Crazy 8. I mean, am I supposed to, like, step in and say, no, you guys are equal. No one's better than anybody else. They're gonna be like, get out of here, you fucking freak. Right, no, we deal with a lot of that with these people, yeah? It's psychotic, standard, stereotypical worlds that will drive anybody insane, and they fucking know that, and that's why they gave them the resources and capabilities to do it. It's real funny, isn't it, guys? Hilarious. I know. We've been laughing our fucking asses off. Are you saying anything? I wasn't like accusing you in a mean way. I was just saying. Do you deny it? Oh, you see, they don't deny it. They won't even fucking talk about it because they don't want you to see them not deny it. You mean? Yep. I know, they don't want to accept it. Remember David Wilcock's last show? And he's like, now I know. You don't want to believe it. I know it's hard for you to accept. Right, and look at the years of what he was talking about and how a lot of people who are aware too try to like act like they're not looking, you know, like they're looking under their visor, peeking at people's papers, and they don't think anybody can see them. Yeah, this has nothing to do. This is all kind of intrinsic, if you can think intrinsically. Right, as far as what's right. I mean, from the little to the large, from petty to massive. Right, so that's our goal and our aim, and that's why we're doing this. It's about bringing awareness and clarity as to what's already happened and as to how the people in those communities where it's really bad are in denial and delusional, and they're attacking good citizens speaking the truth. And this has gone on for years. A lot of the times throughout the past, we'd be dead by now. I mean, we wouldn't even have the communication to talk to others. Right? You see what they do to people. And they think it's okay and that they're getting away with it. Yeah, so anyways, if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, or suggestions. I know. And then when you do have the proper kind of things that might help or suggestions, and then the powers that be say, oh, we can't do that. We can't get sued. What'd the CDC say? Right, I mean, how many years we deal with that? That gets fucking old. I know, and then all these other people who are aware of those things aren't even bothering themselves with any of it. They're just pampering themselves and profiting from their members-only channels. Hey, you gotta make a living. You gotta make a living, right? I know, from musicians to comedians. I mean, what is it? Like, why would you even, why is that stuff so popular? It's fucking gross, dude. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I mean, I get the cat and dog videos more than I get that. Oh, look at the cute kitties. Yeah, wow. Yeah, people need how fucking sick and gross a lot of this is and what they've been doing to young children. Right, I mean, can they fuck them at age 12 over there? 16. Well, how old? You know they're fucking babies, right? These punks? Yeah, literally. To death. They're just fucking them to death. Have you seen those videos? Huh? Or are you just petrified and horrified at the fake fucking beating women in burqas and abuse videos you're getting down there in Florida on the microchips those punks are selling for $100 on the street with millions of videos on it? Yeah, wake up. This is fucking sick. Augusta, Maine. My name is Mary. Sick fucking punks that like to fucking abuse little kids and feed it out to investigative teams. You see where it gets confusing? Because then those investigators and people are acting on the fake and real stuff. Did they really beat that dog? Are you more concerned about the dog or the kids being fucked and tortured? Because a lot of the people that do these investigations will fucking tear a dog's head off to get you sick fucks attention. We've been doing this our whole lives. And we've watched people and how they get help or attention to certain situations, and we watch them get taken out. And the sick fucks and abusers get away with it. And the children that were fucked and tortured live in silence. I mean, they talk a lot sometimes, yeah, but not about that. No, what good is it? They learned long ago. You gotta let it go. Yeah, a lot of us did. We're concerned about the kids being abused right now in the hands of these sick punks. I know, amazing. I know, and the victims of that stuff from the days before are some of the worst cases we're seeing today because they were easy targets. Being part of such criminalistic families, knowing what they know. Yeah, as you can see, they've been trying to push us off a cliff for years, just in case we remember. Yeah. Well, we do, and we don't even fucking care. That's why we tell people we don't care about the attempted murders, all of that shit. We're good, man. We're fucking good. We're concerned about our children in the hands of sick fucking pedophiles. Murderous pedophiles, sick fucking hags fearing the non-vaxxers. I don't even like to think about what my poor kids have been through in the hands of those people. It's already done. The abuse they went through, 2017, 18, 19. I'm trying to get my daughter to a doctor, in 2017. And these fucking freaks are calling the ghost hunters. The doctor's office prescribing me 24 milligrams a day of Suboxone. Told me I needed a vein surgery or I was going to die. The doctor's messaging me. They called me one time too, yeah. Mary, it's not like you're running away from saber-toothed tigers anymore. Yeah, sometimes the words, yeah. Anymore? Was I ever running from saber? Are you just speaking like on the human plane in general? It's not like we're as human beings having to run from saber-toothed tigers anymore? Yeah, that doctor's office, they shut down after that. When I took off to Canada, I was like, yeah, fuck you people. Because I was trying to get my daughter to a doctor. What happened on the way to the doctor's? Motherfucker put something in my coffee. We didn't get to the appointment in time. And then, for some reason, I wound up in the hospital. Something happened to my heart. You can check the records. It's all documented. Like March, April, May, and June of 2017. Right, remember Lori coming here? Yeah, she was freaking out saying my parents had listening devices in her cable box. First she thought it was my parents or China. I mean, she went back and forth from China to my parents. Right, and then when you see how much mom and dad are going around town, Trump, wearing the hats. I mean, dad was pissing people off with it, right? And she called the ghost hunters and said if I kept talking the truth, that they were going to lock me up. If you keep talking that way, they're going to lock you up. Right, so then, Lori left here. Going off about cable boxes. Poor thing. Accident. Sharp corner. Accident. I don't. And then the owner of this place, remember? Yeah, my brother's drug buddy that bought this place back in '09 when the private investigator was trying to bring up concerns about the sick fucks, state workers, and nasty fucking entitled kids that work for him. Yeah, he has restaurant and brewery and stuff. Yep, you gotta get who out of the building? I don't know, that's why they befriend him and they get him to go to places like Florida and Texas. They pamper him, give him a shiny deal, and usually they make out pretty well, huh? As long as they get him out of where they need to get him out of, right? Why do they want to get people out of here? Who doesn't deserve to be where? What are you talking about? Do we deserve to have our house burnt down out in Whitefield? We deserve to have our children vaccinated behind our backs and attacked by you sick fucking slugs and cunts? No, I don't think so. But you do it anyways, and you feel justified for some reason, and we're here to tell you, hell no! Hell fucking no! Hell to the motherfucking no. Did I stutter? Today, Junior. Oh, Doyle rules! Good morning. Hi. Right. How cool is this freaking Arctic little fan? Oh my gosh, what a savior. I love it. Glory be to the Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. Amen.